What's going on, everybody? I am back. I went on vacation, and while I was on vacation, I didn't feel like doing YouTube. I didn't really feel like doing anything besides being on vacation, because it's been a whopping 8 years since I've had a job that could allow me to take time off reliably. So that's nice. Look at the Aragon. It's got gold hardware now. That is hardware that I am developing. I almost have it down to a science. It is titanium nitrate coated gold hardware. Look at that. Looks so good. And it's stainless steel, so it won't strip out like titanium, but you can still get colors like titanium. I figured it'd be most appropriate to have an Aragon out because we're reviewing another Thomas balisong knife. I've actually had this out of the package for a while. I really like this thing. This is the Thomas balisong default. So you have the same case that the Aragon comes in, but it comes with a pouch, and it has really nice fleece on the inside. It's actually very soft. It won't scratch your knives. I actually use this for transporting the Aragon, though. It's very soft. It's actually really good quality, and this is embroidered. This isn't just stamped. It's like actually embroidered, which is really nice. This is actually a really cool addition. Instead of getting the certificate of authenticity that the Aragon has, you get one of these instead. I actually like this better than the certificate. That's just me. You get a set of hardware. You get 4 pivots, 4 screws, 2 bushings, and 2 washers. And where's the knife? Everybody who has unboxed this knife and done a review has said that. And then you get the Thomas balisong default. This one is in silver carbon fiber twill. And of course, has to have gold hardware. Look at that. So before I get more into flipping this, let's just go over some specs. This is 70-75 aluminum. Obviously carbon fiber twill, which has a really nice texture. Sometimes carbon fiber, if not done correctly, it can be kind of slippery. It's definitely smoother than G10, but this has a nice amount of grip to it. It has jimping at the bottom of the handles. It is a channel aluminum design, but it also has cutouts in there. You can see it has cutouts that run basically the length of the knife up and down this way. You see it has Thomas balisong's logo. That's something the Aragon was missing as well. But this is a very chunky, weird knife. Blade steel doesn't matter. It's a trainer. You're not going to be sharpening this. Let's give a size comparison to the Aragon. It's actually a little bit bigger. It's actually quite a bit bigger. Actually, I lied. It's not quite a bit bigger at all. It is exactly the same size. But not when you go down to handle profile. The thing is freaking huge. It's actually massive. Which, I mean, it is what it is. Because wait until I start really getting into... Oh, also, it's not pinsless design. It's hidden end pins. So, you will have basically everything you want in terms of... what's that called? Durability. This is marketed towards beginners. It's definitely in the top contenders for beginners that you can buy. Also, you can buy this on Amazon. Buy the Aragon on Amazon, and you can buy this on Amazon, which is kind of cool. Let's get another close-up of that twill. I've heard people complain, oh, it feels uneven, it feels rough. It's twill, bro. It's carbon fiber. It's not going to be 100% perfect. It's literally weave. It's literally carbon weave. So, like, what do you really expect? This thing has about the exact same balance point as the Aragon. It's the same slight handle bias neutralness that you should be used to with the Aragon, if you do own an Aragon. Or if there's a starter Bally, what I'm trying to say is, it's better than any squid product for the price. The price of these things are $68 for the G10. The G10 comes in jade or black. Jade is kind of like a clear, opaque greenish, or muted green. Comes with the black. Black is black. And then the silver carbon fiber twill, which is $10 extra. So this is a $78 balisong. I figured I'd spoil you guys. Because, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, do you hear that? It sounds like a laser gun, dude. Let's do a little. Oh my god. It is, like, ridiculously bouncy. You can see the blade bouncing in there. It is so bouncy. It is, like, ridiculously bouncy. This thing feels great in the hand, and you know me, I'm not an aluminum guy, but also, they did me a favor, and they didn't bead blast it. This is satin aluminum that they anodized black. Oh my god, it's about time somebody gets it right. This actually has grip. Bead blast on aluminum does not work. This works. This works flawlessly. And it sounds so good. I don't know if that has to do with the speed channels on the inside. Oh, there you go. Now you can see it. I don't know if it has to do with those speed channels on the inside, but... Oh, dude, it's so nice. And now it's on the ground. And it's still so nice. Dirt. Dirt, dirt, dirt. The blade is a little bit basic for what it is. Obviously, you have your bite handle indicator, which is quite aggressive and will throw the knife off your fingers because it's catching pretty hard. I mean, you can do it if you really want to. It feels not so nice. It's not as jagged and like aggressive as the Aragon's trainer blade is, but it serves its purpose. I actually want to see a company do a trainer that has that kind of jimping all the way up the blade. Just so, like, even if you're doing something like, you have your hand down here, you know you fucked up. You know what I mean? This knife has actually helped me learn parabolics, even though I am fucking them up, like, pretty consistently. There we go. Since it has the same balance point as the Aragon, I don't feel like I have to change up my whole flipping style when grabbing a hold of this knife. Obviously, it's going to be quite a bit different because the blockiness of the handles, like, they're no joke. Like, they are no freaking joke. You saw the side comparison. I'll show it again. Just because I'm a okay guy. Like, and this isn't a small knife. You know? You can do everything you need. The handles aren't small by any stretch. I consider these like more standard or substandard. A little bit smaller than these. These are freaking huge. But you can still choker fan it. I've seen people say they have issues with fanning and choker fanning and like Z chokers and stuff, but like I haven't had an issue with it at all. I think it's a skill issue. Just kind of, you know, get good. Don't have skill issues. This thing actually fucks. There's not a whole lot to talk about in terms of features that it comes with, because it's pretty bare bones, as you saw, but at the same time you get a whole nother set of hardware Okay, you're on the ground again. This is actually decent hardware. This is much better than the Aragon. The... Actually, I can pick this back up. It's actually much deeper than the Aragon was. So these screws won't strip out or have a tendency to strip out. That was the main reason why I am producing these screws, because they kind of just are like a lot deeper, and you can actually like torque them down to spec and not have to worry about stripping out the only set of bolts that you have. So I'm going to start an Etsy soon and get that product out there, because I want people to have access to good stuff, not just me. But the sound is insane. Like, it's crazy how good this thing sounds for the price. Thomas did say that he wanted this to have, like, glassy vocals. Like, this is pretty glassy. It was mainly a focus on being the default beginner balisong for people. That's why it's called the default. Kind of corny, but hey, if it works, it works. He's making balisongs and I'm not, so he's obviously doing something right. He's doing a lot better than me. Not saying that I don't want to produce them. I actually have some thoughts in mind. But yeah, so video content, I haven't been posting all that much, like, at all. I made a couple shorts and I've deleted them after making them, because I was just like, I don't have the drive for it. I've had this thing for like 3 weeks now. I bought this with my own money. This isn't sponsored. I just do it for the love of the content and the love of the sport of flipping, if you can even call it a sport. This thing, and you know my stance on trainers. I've actually carried this thing for a really long time, just hanging out in my pocket at work and just doing things, and like sitting and driving in the car. I don't have to worry about putting holes in my seat. I'm not saying that trainers are my favorite now, but I do see how this could be more serviceable than a Squiddy or something of that nature. And the fact that you can get it on Amazon, I got this one day shipped. Literally got this one day shipping. So I hate to say, it doesn't really make sense to not buy it if you're looking into it. I understand there's really good options like the Volp and the Volp Pro and like all that other stuff, but like, be different. Be your own person. Be unique. If you like this, if you see this and like this, get it. If you see it and don't like it, don't get it. Who cares? It's your life at the end of the day. Don't let anybody else tell you how to control yourself. But you can't, as basic as it looks, there is a beauty to the subtleness. Also, something that's important to mention, I'm not a huge fit and finish guy. Sorry, I'm just wiping off the blade. I'm not a huge fit and finish guy, but there is some small blemishes from factory. You can see the stains on the side of the blade. That's not blade rub. Those are actually stains. There's actually something in it. Those are stains. Those aren't from me. There, you can see it. Yeah, there it is. Which, I mean, whatever. 78 bucks. Oh, by the way, the tune is impeccable. You cannot find a better tune knife on Amazon, and I'll stand by that. I'll stand on business. 10 toes down, my brother in Christ, because this thing, And I took it out of the box and I fucking cranked it. And then I put this hardware in and I fucking cranked it. And it has like 100% free swing. Like if I didn't stop it, it would have just kept going. It literally would just keep going. I think these are some of the best tuned bushings that I've seen on Chinese makers' knives. I know people say that home bushings are like really fucking good. They were the gold standard for a while. Thomas Balisong knows what he's doing. Even with the Aragon, I have carried this thing for so long. This has been in my pocket. This had more seat time in my pocket than most everything in my collection. And it's still... I am shaking the dog shit out of it. Shake a baby syndrome. It's fucking good, dude. Basically what I'm trying to say is, Thomas, I buy your products. Bro. I review them. If you want to hit me up on something new, if you got something new, I don't care if it's the base model. I'll still give it the same honest, fair review that I would if you didn't send it to me. Pretty cash money if you did, but if not, it's okay. Just let me know. My email is always open. My DMs are open, bro. On a scale of 1 to 10, durability, I'd give probably a 7 for the G10, just because you could see blemishes in the G10 a lot easier, because G10 is also a weaved product. It's fiberglass reinforced nylon. This is also, I give it an 8. I have dropped it a couple times, but it's kind of difficult to see where the damages are. That's about the only spot that you could see. And the 7075 aluminum that he uses actually holds up very well. So that's a plus. Durability-wise, for the hardware is a 10. This is going to be a 10 for a while. I haven't seen anybody strip this out. I don't think that those Zen pins will ever fall out. Plus, they won't ever fall out because you have scales on. Blade hardness seems perfectly acceptable. I haven't seen any reports of them bending or breaking or anything like that. I would say flippability, it's another 8. The blockiness of the handles can fuck some people up, but like I said, get good. Ooh, like that. Just get good. Just flip non-samey knives and you should be alright. Design. I give the design a 7. It's not the most beautiful knife I've ever held in my hands, but it's also not the most pretty. It's very basic. Sound, 10. Sound is obviously a 10. I've never really heard anything like it. Time to ship. Time to ship is a 10. I got it in a day. You don't have to wait for it to come from China or anything outlandish like that. So that's an absolute 10. Price point, 10. You're never going to find a carbon fiber knife like this. Oh, look at the sun. Look at it in the sun. Oh, so good. Packaging, give it a 9. I don't know what it could do better. Maybe it could do better. Maybe you could try to put a Glock under there too. That'd be pretty cool. Smoke the ops. Very good knife. Overall rating, I'll give it an 8.8. As a beginner knife, this thing will service you for a very long time. This thing will be serviceable to you for a very long time. It won't service you, I promise. One of the biggest downsides, sorry, I gotta wipe my face, I'm sweating, it's hot. One of the biggest downsides is if you're excited about these knives and you go to post them on the balisong subreddit, they're gonna take your post down. Because apparently these are clones, because they're imported by Marcolo, even though it's a different maker. Which is frustrating. I'll talk about that in a separate video. Bye, guys.